I'm here to talk to you all about the prevention of STDs such as HIV and AIDS. Did you know that every 9.5 minutes someone in the U.S. is infected with HIV? Based on information I retrieved from the San Francisco AIDS Foundation, since the AIDS epidemic began in 1981, 1.7 million people have been infected with HIV, and 641,976 have died from AIDS-related causes. First, we will discuss the percentages of different races living with HIV/AIDS. Since 2009, African Americans accounted for 44% of all new HIV infections. Latinos account for 20%, and whites account for 65% of the total population. Now that we have been introduced to the percentages of different races with HIV/AIDS, let's talk about some of the symptoms and effects of the disease. Based on information I received from AAA.com, a lot of people with HIV/AIDS usually feel very tired and weak all the time. They also have unusual muscle pain, and they often have trouble breathing. They have an irregular heartbeat and stomach pain with nausea and vomiting. People with HIV or AIDS also feel cold, especially in their arms and legs. We have been over the percentages and the symptoms and effects of HIV/AIDS. Now I will talk to you about some of the preventions. According to AIDShealth.org, preventing HIV starts with self-care. By knowing your status and having safe sex, using condoms, and if you inject drugs, use new and sterile needles. In conclusion, I will leave you with a personal story. I knew this man who, he was a close friend to the family. I've known him since I was like 5 years old. He often bragged about the numerous sex partners he had throughout the years. In high school, he met the woman that he didn't know that he would end up marrying. They were together for 10 years. They had a child, and they decided after 10 years that they wanted to get married. Everything was going well, or at least to our knowledge. We thought everything was fine with him. A couple years later, after they got married, he became very sick. He broke out in a cold sweat and fainted. They rushed him to the hospital. They didn't know what was going on with him because, to their knowledge, he's been perfectly fine his whole life. So the doctor came in and asked, "Can we speak with you in private, sir?" And he said, "No, this is my wife and my family and friends. Just tell me what's wrong." He was like, "Sir, I really need to talk to you in private." And he just insisted, "No, tell me in front of my family and friends. Whatever you can tell, whatever you have to tell me, you can tell them. They're my family." So the doctor said, "Sir, I'm so sorry to tell you that you have full-blown AIDS." His wife fainted. The doctors had to check her out and make sure she was okay. So luckily, she got tested. She didn't have it. We were so shocked and so surprised because they've been together for so many years, literally over a decade. So he eventually started taking the medications, and he began to feel okay. He was doing all right. But like a year and a half later, his weight began to just plummet. He just lost so much weight. His eyes looked like they were sinking in the back of his head. He started to lose all of his hair. He was only like 37 years old. He looked like he was like 50. He eventually got sick again, broke out into a real cold sweat, and they had to rush him to the hospital. This time, he did make it. He died in 2009 from AIDS.